session of class 12 business studies. We will be going to discuss about the concept that is related with the distribution of the power. And here we will be seeing that thing that the distribution of the authority or the power is being granted up to the lowest level of the management. So when we are doing this thing, that we are dispersing some of the authorities of the higher level management, and these authorities are being dispersed up till the lowest level of management. So this particular process is known as decentralization of authority. We have already discussed that what is delegation of authority. In delegation, what we have seen that the authority was given from the senior person to the subordinate person. But here it is not like that. Here the authority is being dispersed up till the lowest level of the management in the organization. So here the number of persons are more. And mostly this type of authorities are going at the operational level. People, those who are very close with the operation. Okay. So decentralization of authority means the dispersal of the decision making authority at various levels in the organization. It is a dispersal or the distribution of the various decision making authority at the various level in the organization. So by this we can say that decentralization is an effort to delegate the authorities up till the lowest level of the management. Okay, decentralization, it is an effort. Okay, it is an effort to distribute the decision making authorities up till the lowest level of management, or let's say organization. Now when we are talking about this thing, it reflects certain features. Some features are reflected in this definition. The features what we are talking about, that is related with the distribution of authority at the lower level management. So this is the case where the distribution of authority to the lower level management, to the lower level management. So all the authorities related with the decision making are going to the lower level management. Then close towards operation. Okay. So distribution of authority to those persons or those employees who are close towards the operation. ऐसे एम्प्लॉइज जो ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी के बहुत नजदीक है, तो डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर्स आर गिवन टू दोज एम्प्लॉइज. देन द नेक्स्ट थिंग, फुल ऑटोनॉमी और फ्रीडम. ऑटोनॉमी in taking decision. When the authorities are given to the lowest level management or the lower level management, so then with that they are also given the full freedom or the full autonomy to take the various decisions related with their work. Then this form of decentralization of authority basically work where there is a democratic form of organization. In the democratic form of organization, this type of authority works. So authority works in democratic form of organization. And lastly, where the activities of the organizations are scattered at different places. So when the activities of the organizations are scattered at different places, so this decentralization works there, scattered at different places. That is, activities are scattered at different places of the organization. So then this form of authority, that is the decentralization of authority, will definitely work there. Because when we have to give the various type of authorities to the various types of persons who are doing the work at the different level and at the different places. So these were some of the features related with the decentralization of authority. Now after this, what are the importance of the decentralization of authority? After this we will be discussing the decentralization's importance. So when we are talking about the point of importance, so importance, the very first point we can say that it reduces the burden of the top level management, because when the authorities are being distributed up till the lowest level of the management, so the top level management are focusing on the more important tasks, so it reduces their burden or the workload. Then comes, it also motivates the lower level management. How? Because the lower level management get the work of the top level management. So they are motivated this thing and they accept this as a challenging task in front of them, and they work with full devotion, dedication and give their best performance. Then it also helps in the growth of the lower level manager, because the lower level managers, they are getting the different type of tasks from the senior or the top level management. So they are accepting their task or this type of task. So it helps them in growing themselves so that they can work at the various posts in the organization as and when required. Then comes the growth of the organization is also taking place due to this, because the organization is getting the number of managerial persons and they can think of the growth and the expansion of the business if they have got this type of persons in the organization who can fulfill the various important posts in the organization from within itself. So this helps them in doing the growth and the expansion of the business, and with this there will be more profitability in the organization. Then in this type of decentralization of authority, when the authority is being delegated up till the lowest level of the management or important thing, that is the persons or the management level which is very close to the operation, so they are taking the realistic decision. Whatever difficulties are being faced by them while doing the operational activities, so they are taking the realistic decision and they are making the use of the authority which is given to them and trying to solve the various problems which they are facing. So here more realistic decisions are being taken. Then comes quick decision making. When the authority is being decentralized and the authorities are being given to the lower level management, so then there is no need for the lower level management to concern with the higher level or the top level management related with the authorities which they are being granted to take the decision. If they have been granted any authority to take the various decisions related with the work, so there is no need for them to consult with anyone. So in this case, the quick decisions are being taken by the lower level management and they help in the smooth functioning of the organization. So with all this thing we can come to know about this, that what is the importance of the decentralization of authority in any organization, and especially where the business is being done on the very large scale and the activities of the business organizations are scattered at the different places, or there are number of activities which are being performed by them. So this type of decentralization of authority should be done. But then also it depends on the management that how much authority should be decentralized and how much authority should be centralized with them. So it depends on the nature of work, the scale of the organization and the policies of the management. So all these things were related with the decentralization of authority. So in this session today we have discussed that what is the concept of decentralization of authority, what are the features of decentralization, and the points of the importance of decentralization. Hope these things are clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.